Okay, so for this question, we need to be able to understand different ways of storing data. So if you're making a computer game, you could save everything that you need in a text file. So a text file might describe a level where all of your characters are, or it might store like the maximum number of lives you've got, so options, things like that. Or instead of saving it into a file, you could save it into a relational database, one that you can write some SQL to be able to search stuff, add stuff to, or edit data from. So it's asking for you to be able to compare and contrast the two different methods of storing and searching for information, and when it would be better to use just a text file. So these are the answers that you'd be allowed to do, or pretty much any answer that makes sense you could get a mark for. There's only 2 marks up for grabs, so any 2 of these or any other sensible answer would be good. So let's go through them. When the data in the file can be edited by the user, it's much easier for a user to be able to edit a file than it is for them to hack into a database and change the results there. So it's kind of, if you want the user to be able to change some options for your game, maybe write their own levels, create new files, and get the game to be able to read them in, then it'd be useful to save it as a file then. If you're just wanting to store lots of data rather than search for data, relational databases are brilliant for searching for stuff, but they're more complicated than you need if you just want to save and load information. So if you just want to load a level once at the start of the game and save it maybe once or twice during the game, then a file might be more suitable. Relational databases is going to be much quicker to search through and potentially much quicker to add stuff to and save stuff to, but it uses much more RAM, much more memory. So if your amount of memory is limited, particularly if you're running your game on a mobile device, then it might make much more sense to save your information on a file.